The Gauteng government is ramping up its efforts to fight the spread of COVID-19. The Transport Department is launching an app to help monitor school transport providers' COVID-19 compliance. MEC Jacob Mamabolo will also inspect school transport and taxi rank compliance. Our reporter Lindo Kulu is in Diepsloot and joins us now. What is it that you're seeing there, Lindo?
Well, Jane, as you rightfully said in your intro, the MEC of Transport in Gauteng, Jacob Mamabolo, is today launching what will be a compliance checker in terms of the compliance around scholar transport, but also at a later stage, he will be going to the taxi ranks as well to check and introduce an app that will allow each and every driver there to be able to log whether they are compliant or not in terms of the COVID-19 regulations as stipulated on the alert level 3. But we are with the MEC, Jane, just to get right into it and get a sense of what exactly this app is. Thank you so much, MEC, for joining us. Can you just take us through the app that you are launching? What is it all about?
Well, I'm very much pleased that today we are launching an app which is a reporting tool in the hands of learner transport operators. And the purpose really is to ensure that learner transport operators comply with COVID-19 regulations. We do have a team of youth brigades employed by the Department of Basic Education, and their task is to enforce all the issues pertaining to the regulations. In the province of Gauteng, we have, through the legislature, gazetted a COVID-19 sticker in terms of the National Land Transport Act. This sticker authorizes learner transport operators to transport learners under conditions of COVID-19. So the youth brigade, they check, does the vehicle have a sticker? Secondly, they check whether the vehicle has done all compliance issues, cleaning it, checking the wearing of the mask, and also sanitizing the hands of learners. Once they are satisfied with all the compliance, social distancing, required maximum loading capacity, they then have got a control sheet in which they register all the details of the vehicle, and they've got a stamp. They stamp it. And then all that activity, the transport operator put all that information into the app. We have checked it manually with the youth brigade, and then the app is able to then be transmitted as information to us, confirming that there was compliance. So with this youth brigade and with the app both combined, we are able to make sure that we can say to the parents, be rest assured that any vehicle with a sticker, it's a vehicle that will protect the children, and the parents can also ask the driver to show the app that they have actually done the activities of the day to protect the children. So it means with the app, the fight against the spread of COVID-19, particularly to learners, is in the hands of the parents who can check with the driver whether he has complied with all the activities.
Very quickly, MEC, the issue of the fact that the taxis are already loading at 100% capacity, is that the same case with the scholar transport, or is it still remain the same in terms of the social distancing inside some of these transports?
Well, as far as I understand it, and of course the minister has announced, is that the regulations that apply, because remember, learner transport is defined in the Act as part of public transport. So all the issues that pertain to public transport pertain as well to learner transport. So to that extent, yes, the arrangements made on public transport in general will also translate equally to learner transport.
And just on the issue of the partners that you have partnered with in terms of coming up with these applications, coming up with these processes, perhaps you can share with us just what the Department of Transport used to come up with those partners to ensure that they have these apps, but at the same time be compliant as well.
So the app is supported, just like the one on the taxis, is supported by CSIR. It is always important to mention that CSIR is the backbone of the technology that is used to fight COVID-19 in the country. We as a department, fortunately, have had a relationship with CSIR for a very long time. CSIR is an organ of the state, and we have been accessing and leveraging their capacity in technology, and to that extent, the relationship we have with them is above board. It's fully compliant with PFMA. There's nothing dodgy about it, and to that extent, we are very confident that we're working with an organ of the state, and to that extent, I can assure you, CSIR is our partner in technology to fight COVID-19. I must also thank GETS, which is the Gauteng Education Transport Services, which is a structure or an association that represent learner transport operators. We really want to thank them. When we started with registration, the relationships were not okay, but to date, we have registered 11,000 operators in Gauteng have got that sticker, and they will be receiving the app. So with partnership with stakeholders, it's what is making us to win, and we're deeply delighted with the partners we have.
Thank you so much, MEC Jacob Mamabulo, taking us through the plans of the province to escalate some of the battles, some of the triumphs against COVID-19. What they are saying is that this will ensure that each and every day there is that account of what exactly is happening with some of the scholar transports, but also in the taxi industry itself. But of course, he did tell us that the transport themselves are still ferrying their full capacity, but they are ensuring that in other aspects they are able to protect the people that are using those particular scholar transports.
Claire, thank you for that.